Thank you. Just say thank you. It's very easy to say thank you very much for putting this birthday.
She thank you.
Oh, she thank you. Yeah, she thank you. Yeah, she thank you. You're just from beginning to the end.
She thank you.
You didn't
All right,
say
thank you.
Don't take the microphone.
Thank you.
Not the microphone. You should say I thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Oh my goodness, OBJ there with the dance moves. Obasanjo just dey enjoy himself. They go, he don't send anybody. I'm sure some of you have seen that particular video, you know, that of Obasanjo, Dr. Ezekwesili, and now you take him and Konk for head. That's the part that's really got people going. They are like, see as gray hair they chop Konk. And you know the way it is, you know, it's just like father and a child. No matter how old you are, if you are 99 years old, to your father or someone that looks at you as a child, you will always be that child, and they see you. And I remember there was one video that I saw where I think there was an old woman, whether she's 102 or something like that, and she had this sweet and she was bringing out sweet and giving it to her 80-something-year-old daughter, and it was just such a, you know, such a playful moment within that whole thing. That's what this is all about. And I just saw this video and I'm like, I just need to talk about it. Let's laugh a little bit. I mean, all the time things in Nigeria are always gloomy and stuff like that, and we did get Dr. Ezekwesili to explain to us, to tell us what it was that was going on there. And apparently what happened was that they had a surprise party for former President Olusegun Obasanjo. And so they had this surprise party for him. They put it together, and when OBJ came, OBJ was like, oh no, and he kept complaining, as in, now you've had this party, many people that were not invited, they will feel that they were snubbed, they were not brought in, this and that, so and so people could have come, you know. And that's when you could see Dr. Obi saying, just say thank you. Thank you. You understand? Just the way she sat in that, you could see that your child that you have that will always give you wahala. You know, that person that he go tell you, pale, come over. You know, so this is the way they do, you supposed to do another way. And then him, of course, also listening and like, okay, I've heard. And he said, okay, thank you, ba. Says thank you. Say, carry the mic. He went to carry the mic. He said the thank you. I was like, she have said the thank you. Are you okay with the thank you? And she was like, say thank you very much. And it's okay, thank you very much. And she chopped that small conk, you know, for her, the way we say it in the Nigerian palace. It's just, for me, it's such a beautiful interaction. And you see, and I saw there were quite a lot of comments around that whole thing, because there was one that I read where the person was saying that this is one of the things that OBJ was able to do, assemble this amazing team of Nigerians together, which up till now is still that reference point. Technocrats who were ready to work, who were able to work. They're not really the normal kind of politicians, and he listened to them. And for me personally, there's something that Dr. Obi always talk about when she's talking about her former boss, former President Olusegun Obasanjo, that he's one person that he will listen to you. If you come up with something new he doesn't know, that he's ready to listen. He's always ready to learn. He will listen to you. He will hear you. He said that by the time you are coming the third or fourth time with that same idea, that OBJ himself will not be the one talking about the thing even more than you. You be like, be looking at it pale, no be me carry this thing come meet you now say see wetin we suppose do, wetin we no suppose do. You know, you see he owns it. You could say so far for the presidents we've had since the democracy, he's the one that seems to have a grasp of what it is that is really happening, not that things are flying over his head. And he also had a way of, you know, handling people. I'm not saying it's not a saint, by no means he isn't. And for me, it actually hurts me that right now his administration has been the best we've had in Nigeria. That should have been the least. We should have been improving, you know, beyond that. Unfortunately, we're not able to do it. And with the third term thing and trying, the transition wasn't the way it should have been. You know, when you're living a place, transition is also very important. That's one thing I've always learned from Dr. Ezekwesili. Work on transition. After you, what happened? Because that's very important, because no matter how much work you've put into something, the people coming after you can literally destroy it. So you need people that will continue and build and even do better, you know, than that your legacy. And so you will see him, he put these young people together. Some of them were extremely hot-headed. Nasir El-Rufai, you know what he did. And Nasir El-Rufai, forget about what he has turned out to be today as someone who was given leadership, and he has proven he can't handle it in terms of what he did in Kaduna State. But he's a good technocrat, and there's no how that you're going to call Abuja without giving kudos to Nasir El-Rufai in what he was able to do with Abuja. For me, I'm the one person, I say things the way they are. If where you've done well, I will say it. Where you've done wrong, I will say it. Tomorrow people decide to carry it and say it doesn't concern me. It is what it is. Life is always easier when you say things, you know, the way they are. And of course, I will always remember that time where OBJ had to go to the National Assembly to go and beg on behalf of, you know, El-Rufai. I think that was the time whether El-Rufai had accused them, they were asking for bribes and stuff like that. But you know, above and beyond, he was ready to protect, you know, the members of his team. He was ready to stand there for them. He was ready to do this, and he's decisive. Some parts where he sacked people that are based on corruption and stuff like that. I think Doye Okukwe also had, you know, worked for him. There was some this thing that went in there. I'm not very sure of it now. But I think he was sacked based on corruption or something like that. But it's something that you can go and look it up yourself and see what it is. So, and most people have always said that, oh, he's one person who listens, and when he's corrected, he takes it. And that's one of the signs of a good leader. If you really want to be a good leader, you must be ready to listen to your team and, you know, just hear them and all the things they are doing. So that's it. I just let me just share this, you know, happy moment with you. It's happy birthday to former President Olusegun Obasanjo. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.